Hi, I'm Natalie McNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV, your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life. Today's episode is part of our confidence series sponsored by Invisalign. If you're going to any conferences or heading out to any big networking events, this video is for you. Or if you've ever met someone you really look up to, this could help you too. Because today we're talking about how to maintain your confidence and self-esteem around totally amazing, mind-blowingly impressive people. I can talk about this because I've had my own run-ins with people who made me go all starry-eyed. I found myself sitting next to the legendary Iman at an event and I felt so intimidated. It didn't help at all that with her heels on, she was like 7 feet tall with a real-life flawless complexion that looked like she was being instantly airbrushed or something. Here's what I learned about meeting people I really admire. It's important to remember that when you admire someone, you're actually just seeing the spark in them that you have the power to access too. What do I mean? We admire people who are similar to us, who are a more experienced or more successful version of who we are. If you're a woman who writes funny first-person essays, you probably love Tina Fey, Cheryl Strayed, and Sloane Crosley. If you're a yoga teacher, you probably love Tara Stiles. Now, before you get weak-kneed or put the people you admire on a pedestal, remember that they once stood exactly where you are now. You probably possess the exact same abilities. It's just a matter of tapping into them. Know that you're exactly where you need to be on your own path. When you're around someone you admire, it's common to have feelings of, I'm not good enough, or I wish I was shining that brightly. I call it North Star syndrome. It's what happens when we get fixated on the success of someone else and then start believing that only one person can be our guiding light, and that their path and their methods must be the only way. But the North Star isn't even the brightest star in the sky. It's important to remember that you're exactly where you need to be walking your own path, and that path matters just as much as anyone else's. Have faith that your path and your methods will get you exactly where you need to go. Don't be someone you're not just to impress people. We have all done this, by the way. We're chatting with an industry leader over cocktails and they mention that they like Star Trek. So we do our best to remember that one line of Klingon we learned in high school. Or we read that they're really into juice cleanses, so we do one the week before we meet them just so we can mention it. Stop. If you're doing that, you are doing a huge disservice to yourself with that nonsense, and it is ridiculously transparent. Best case scenario, you and your idol bond over something that's not genuine, and you're forced to learn Klingon so you can keep emailing with her. Worst case scenario, she discovers you know nothing about Captain Spock and feels a little duped and annoyed. People everywhere, no matter how impressive, respond to authenticity. So be who you are, and you're that much more likely to connect and feel confident. Confidence is one of the keys to feeling good at any conference or networking event. And for me, part of feeling good is also looking good, which is why I used Invisalign aligners to get this smile, which helps me more confidently approach people, whether it's the new barista or my business idol at a luncheon. That leads me to today's challenge. I would like you to think about 3 people you really admire and the spark that you share. In the comments below, tell me who that person is, what you share with them, and what you would say to them if you met them in person. Better yet, tweet them this week and let them know yourself. Thank you so much for watching this episode of She Takes on the World TV, and I'll see you next time. I'm Natalie McNeil, creator of SheTakesOnTheWorld.com and a proud spokesperson for Invisalign. As a teenager, I needed braces to straighten my teeth, but I didn't think I would need braces again as an adult. When my teeth started to shift a few years ago, I have to admit I was a little self-conscious about my smile with all the videos and press I was doing. Invisalign was the only option for me. My smile has become one of the signatures of my personal brand and gives me the confidence I need to take on the world. Invisalign is nearly invisible, comfortable to wear, and comparable in price to metal braces. You can learn more at Invisalign.com.